Hey everybody, it's Keith Faria here with Century 21 Vantage Realty in Edmonton. Thanks for joining us. Today I am with Barry McGuire with Ritchie Mill Law Office, one of the top real estate lawyers out there. And Barry, today I wanted to ask you a little bit about the real property report. What is a real property report and why is it important for buyers and sellers?
Great question, Keith. One of the bugaboo's of my practice. A real property report is a two-dimensional document prepared by a professional called an Alberta land surveyor. What that document does is it is a drawing of your property, and it locates the building, the garage, and all of the improvements that are actually on your lot, and it measures them to compare their placement to the side yards, the front yards. That's what it is.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Why is a real property report important? Because I mean, especially on the purchasing side, a lot of times buyers just wonder what do they mean and why.
What does it really mean?
Mm-hmm.
So one really important thing to remember is in Alberta, and Alberta only, the contract says that the seller has to supply the buyer with a real property report and compliance. So apart from anything else, the contract says, so I say, get it to start with.
Yeah.
But the second thing is as to why it's important. It's important because it's two parts. It's the real property report, and it's this thing called the compliance, which is the real property report going to the city of Edmonton, and the city looks to see whether or not all the bylaws have been met. Is the garage, the house, the fences, all the improvements, are they located the way the city says they're supposed to be located? And if there's been any construction on the property, have the permits been issued by the city? And most importantly, has the city come back and inspected and said that everything's all right? So that's what an RPR, as we call it, that's what an RPR and compliance tells you, and that's why it's so important for a buyer.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you. That's a very, very clear definition of a real property report.
Yeah.
And one thing I'd like to say on the realtor side when I'm working with my clients is very simply get an RPR. I know sometimes sellers aren't offering them, but every offer I write, I make sure that there is a current real property report with compliance or non-conformance that the seller must supply. So
always the best policy, always.
Perfect. Barry, thanks so much for this. Guys, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment on this video, like it, share it, tag people in it. And if you guys have any questions about it, just let us know. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.